Hi everyone, I'm Denny, I'm a hairstylist, and today I will show you 3 different hairstyles inspired by the 50s, 60s that you can wear today. So I hope you'll enjoy, but before we get started, please subscribe, click the like button, leave a comment, do all that, and let's jump into it. So if you do a little bit of research, you will see that 50s and 60s were pretty similar, but also there were a lot of different things. In the 60s, the curls became a bit more loose and the curtain bangs started coming into play. And in the 50s, you had a bit more of a softer, curly, brushed out look with lots of poof right here in the front of your hair. And also, pin-up started being very much a thing in the 50s and it was continued into 60s. So, by combining all of these aspects, I will show you 3 hairstyles that you can easily do for pretty much everyday life. So starting out with the first look, we will curl our hair. Also, these curls will be perfect for all 3 hairstyles, so once you get this curling method in, you'll be good for all of these hairstyles. So for this first hairstyle, I definitely want my parting to be pretty deep, so I'm just gonna touch up whatever I have going on right now. And I'm also going to separate my hair into a side piece here, like so. Just follow from pretty much the crown to your ear, and same thing on the other side. So that is 2 front sections and then 1 whole back section. So I'm gonna clip the back out of the way, and I'm gonna focus on the front first so I can show you how to curl it. Whenever I'm curling my hair, I always use heat protector, but I also add gel spray into mine. So this is 50% heat protector, 50% gel spray. Gel spray just ensures that the styling stays in and you can 100% put heat on it without damaging your hair. Plus you have the heat protector there, so win-win. And whenever you're using any liquids before heat styling your hair, make sure it all dries out so you're not frazzling your hair. Right, so we'll start with a bottom section right here. So you will clip this hair up. And we'll start with this little section here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of back comb right at the roots. Saves us doing it later. You'll take your curler and I'm gonna just slide it through. This way I'm gonna make sure that it's all smooth and you'll wrap it up. You're doing it horizontally, you're not going vertically. You want to make sure that you're curling horizontally. Then you get the curl out. And in this case, I will be making it into little pin curls. The back combing helps you with putting the pins in, as it has a little foundation to pin into, but also it's gonna help us with the volume later on. So just pin that in place. In case you need to pin twice, pin twice. I'm only using bobby pins because that's what I have on hand, but if you have little Lady Janes or crocodile clips, you can use those too. Now, the next section. Same thing, comb, back comb. It's been so cold since you have been gone. Slide down, towards those ends. You have layers like me, you might have to play around with that a little bit. And then just curl horizontally. Take my hand. This is a good way. Usually you will see me like starting at the roots, so we're not putting too much heat on those ends. In this case, you want most of the curl on the ends, so we are starting at the ends. Take 2 fingers, wrap it around, make sure the ends are nice and smooth in there, make sure they're not all kinds of frizzy. And you will just lob that towards your head. You will be doing this same exact thing on the back, same way, horizontally and pinning. and we will also do it right here. I'm just going to do the fringe slightly different, so I will leave that for the last. Now we'll do this exactly the same way, horizontal curls, and pin it into place.
I love the way that you love me today. Let's run up through the fields where the sun shines and heals.
Also, just a quick note, over the years I've seen many people doing different things once they using the heat tools. I would see girls counting to 5. I would see girls just leaving their hair on a curler until it started pretty much steaming. That's not really what you're looking for. All you really need is, I'll show you now, when you get to the end, you start curling, you add those layers into it as you're curling it up, like so. And then I put my hand on it slightly, and once I feel that the top here got nice and hot, you slide it out. You don't count to nothing, you don't wait for nothing, you just touch it lightly, and once you feel the very top getting warm, that's when you take it out. You don't want your ends to get fried. So for the first style that I'm doing, it doesn't really matter how it's curled, but for the next two, I really wanted to have a beautiful curl. Well, not so much curl, I want it to be kind of a wave going to the side. So what I will do is, yet again, backcomb it, but this way, right? So you're not doing a horizontal this way, you're doing it kind of like towards your face.
I wanna stay with you.
And you'll take the curler, slide it to the bottom,
with you.
Curl, curl, curl towards your forehead. Wait for it to get hot.
Just take my hand
hot.
and fly.
Take it out.
Through the dreams where the skies are
Finger,
so
roll it in. Make sure those ends are nice and smooth.
I wanna stay with you.
I'm gonna do it a bit more on the top so I can just pin it right there, like so.
Love me today, let's run up through the fields.
And this will give you a beautiful poof wave here and a nice flick on the end.
With you.
And it's gonna have so much volume here as well because of the way we've done it. And now we'll do the back section exactly the same way we've done this. If you want to start with the back section, you can. I just like to get this out of the way so it really sits in the curls for as long as possible. All curled, get a hairspray, spray it up, and now you just want to give it enough time to cool down and for the hairspray to dry out completely. I did spray it all into my face. So yeah, I'm gonna let my lungs air out and let this cool down and set with the hairspray. Oh, we're looking crazy. You know the hair is gonna be good when it's looking this crazy. So we're looking crazy AF. You're gonna take a brush, either a diamond brush or any flat brush, and you will start combing it. It's cute. Why does my hair look so ginger today? What the hell? This lighting is really making me look ginger. And you can brush it up a little bit like so to give it a bit more of that really 50s vibe, or we can brush it down for a bit more of a curtain bangs look. I'm not gonna lie, this is giving me very much notebook feel. I feel like I'm in the notebook, okay.
I wanna stay with you.
Smooth over the top. I'm going to stick this behind my ear.
I love the way that
Because this is where we're gonna create that 60s/50s vibe. Comb this through, like so. I'll stick it behind the ear. Make sure the top is nice and smooth. And I'm actually gonna add a headband, which is giving it very much the 21st century 2021 vibe, as these headbands are still very big. I mean,
like I was told, you're the only one.
okay, so style number 2 will be a bit of a half up. Definitely a bit more of a 60s vibe to this one, and the third one's also going to be a bit more of a 60s vibe, so it's almost like a transitioning from very 50s, adding the headband to give it a bit more of a 2021 vibe, and now we'll do a bit of a half up. So basically, yet again, we'll comb this down a bit. We could even, if you want, you can bring the section in a bit more this way.
Take my hand and fly.
Give it a bit more of a curtain bangs Bridget Bardot look, which is totally cool. And you'll bring this from where your bangs end, just bring it backwards. A little section on the side here, bring it over,
I wanna stay with you.
and pin it in place. This is how I pin it, and bring it back on itself. That way you're hiding the pin. Do the same on the other side.
Just take my hand and fly up through the dreams.
Secure that pin and bring it back on itself, like so. And you could add one more on the top here. I can feel it's really loose. So, twist a little bit and
I love the way that you
make sure it's all smooth. I do prefer, especially in modern hairstyles, for it to be a little messy. Then I'm gonna make sure the bangs are looking right here. This is also when I need my curtain bangs dealing with. I would sometimes just to quickly give them style, curl them like this rather than getting the blow dryer out all the time. Like with, and then brush those ends. And for the last hairdo, I'd actually say if you do want to rock this, ooh, yes, but this is definitely almost 70s, right? If you want to rock this hairstyle like throughout the week, I'd say maybe first 2 days will be good with just the curls, maybe add the headband or a scarf. Then third day you could do a half up, maybe even fourth, and then on the day when you're like, I don't want to wash it yet, do this final look. So we will need some hair ties. I'm gonna use the clear ones. I always get them on my finger ready to be used. Gonna leave the bang look looking just like that. Then you'll just have to smooth it all out, brush it backwards. If you need to add more volume, just feel free to back comb yet again. And we'll do a pony, but this is how I do when I want extra volume. So I will take this top half section. It's hard to section it because of the back comb, but do the best you can. And then you'll take one of the elastics and make a pony.
I wanna stay with you.
Like so.
With you.
And then I'll just clip that out of the way.
I love the way that you
And create another
love
pony
me today.
with the rest of the hair right underneath.
Through the fields where the sun shines and heals. With you, I wanna stay with you.
You cannot see that there is two elastics when you go close enough, but we'll fluff up the top a bit. Kind of just pull on it, but make sure you hold on to the elastic of the pony. Tighten it a little bit. And what I'll do is take little sections from the top here, back home, smooth it down a little bit. Make sure the end has a beautiful curl. You can use a brush for that. Fluff it all up. Make sure the underneath is still nice and secure.
It's been so cold
And there,
since you
your
have
beautiful
gone.
50s, 60s inspired
Like I
pony.
was
So you can wear it today.
you the only one. I can't be sad with you. Just take my
And I mean, you can always add any accessory that is very in right now. For example, some big bow. You can just add it on there. It was very in back then. Thankfully, it's back in style. I made this bow, so I can't really link it for you, but if you would like to order some, let me know, and I can make some. But that is really cute. Or you could even add a headband, which is yet again very much in right now, just like it was back in the 50s and 60s. And those were the 3 hairstyles inspired by the 50s/60s that you can do today. Very easy. Once you get the curls in, you can do all 3 of these. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment, and check out my other socials. They will be all linked down there, and anything I can link from what I've used is also going to be linked in the description box. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!